Hi, in this video I want to talk about the Sony RX1R III. So the newest camera from Sony that just came out, and it's very portable. You know, it used to be one of those cameras that has a built-in lens, the 35mm f2 or f2.8, and you can carry this around and just take your picture. Now the major improvement for me anyway, if I were to get one, which I won't because it's so expensive, is actually the batteries. So they moved from this tiny little battery to this bigger battery, which is the NP FW50. It's the same battery that's used in the older camera, like the Sony A5000 and so on. So that's a good thing. That means that this battery may go up in price for those who own it. So let's talk about it right now. Alright, so what do I think of the Sony RX1R III? Well, on paper, it still doesn't sound great. You know, they claim it can do 61 megapixel, blah, 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 right? Like any type of camera. I don't see any advantage other than being compact and has a built-in lens. Now, for those people who have the money, maybe, you know, just throw in the $6,000 or more dollars US or more than $8,000 Canadian on this camera, then you're okay. But for me, that's a lot of money that could be used to buy. If I were the person who buy this camera, I would rather buy a Sony A7 IV that might be coming out, or even A4 is great enough, and then go with the FX2. You can actually get a professional cinema camera, and you can get a photography video hybrid camera. So yeah, for that price. So it didn't impress me at all. The only thing that kind of like tickle my ear is actually that it added this type of battery, which I have a lot of, the NP FW50, which, let's say in the future, let's say 20 years from now, when this camera becomes kind of like obsolete or a classic, maybe somebody will sell it for, you know, a couple $1,000 or maybe $1,500. Maybe I'll grab it, and using my FW50 batteries, which I have a lot of it. Okay. Now the only thing they put this type of battery in there is because that new camera probably drained a lot of batteries, and so they had to improve in the size and the capacity of the battery, and so this was an upgrade. And I didn't want to also increase too much of the space, you know, the size of the camera itself, the dimension of the camera. So they went with the traditional available batteries they already had. And did it improve the amount of image? Actually, compared to their old camera, not much. But because that new technology may be using more energy, so it's only like 300 image that you can get from this battery for the camera, as well as for recording is between 50 to 80 minutes. Average it out around 60-65 minutes of video recording. So that's not that great. For people who, you know, like to take pictures, 300 may not be a lot. So you might have to buy 2 or 3 of these. And because it's readily available everywhere, maybe that's a great option to buy extra batteries. Now, I'm not sure if third-party battery will work on these newer type of professional camera from Sony, the RX1R III, but you can give it a try, you know, buy one of these. However, I'm not sure that might ruin your camera, so don't take my word for it. I think stick with the original, unless you want to take a risk. Hopefully you can get original from secondhand for really, really cheap, maybe under $20-$30. Yeah, in fact, you probably can buy these old classic camera from Sony, the A5000, for under $150, and with maybe even with a lens, and get a couple of these batteries, and then just resell these camera again, and you get tons of batteries, right? That's what I would have done if I have that camera, because I want more batteries. Okay. Alright, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and give me a little heart of appreciation. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.